Have you ever wondered why racetrack or curved road are tilted? That's called banking, and it helps vehicles to make turns safely without slipping. In a bank curve, the road is tilted at an angle. This helps provide the centripetal force needed to keep the car moving in a circle, even when friction isn't enough. So I have a problem here. The problem is a 1,200 kilogram car makes turn of radius 50 meter at 70 kilometer per hour. If the road is banked at an angle of 16 degree, will a friction force be required? If so, how much is this force? So in this problem, we need to find the force and if friction force is needed. So before that, I will I will give the problem the given. So the given is m is equal to 1,200 kilogram. Our radius is 50 meter. Our velocity is or our speed is 70 kilometer per hour, and our angle is 16 degree. So this is the formula that we will use. So FC is equal to mv squared over r, and tan theta is equal to FC over W, or the velocity. So this from this formula we derive it to this so that will we will so that we will find the centripetal force. So we derive it. So then it will become FC is equal to W tan theta equal to mg tan theta. So now so uh from this problem we will find two centripetal force. So the first centripetal force is the FC is equal to centripetal centripetal force centripetal force centripetal force supplied by the bank road. So this is the first centripetal force that we need to find. The centripetal force supplied by the bank road. So by getting this, the formula that we will use is this one this one that we derive. So the formula is FC is equal to W tan theta is equal to mg tan theta. So it's equal to Rm. What the Rm is 1,200. So we just to substitute it. So 1,200. So the G is equal to G is the gravity. So the gravity is equal to 9.8 meter per second squared. So you just substitute it 9.8, and our tan theta. So our degree our angle is 16 degree. So tan 16 degree. So first first we need to multiply it. So 1,200 times 9.8. So 9.8 times 1,200, so is equal to 11,760. So this is 11,760, and also this tan 16. So tan 16 degree is equal to 0.200 200 2.867. We need to get the four decimal point, which is 2.867. So we just multiply it to get the centripetal force. So our FC is equal to 11,760 times 0.2867. So the answer is 300 3,372 N. Get the second centripetal force. So the second FC. So this second centripetal force is needed. It's needed to make the complete turn. Complete turn. So for this centripetal force, we will use the formula FC. The FC is equal to mv squared over r. So just write it. FC is equal to mv squared over r. So let's just substitute the given. So our m is equal to 1,200 kilogram. And our velocity is equal to 70 kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. Over our radius. Our radius is 50 meter. So since our velocity is in kilometer per hour, we need to convert it into meter per seconds, so that we need to convert it into kilometer per hour. So since this is in kilometer per hour, so we need to convert it. So by converting it into meter per seconds, we need to 70 kilometer. We need to turn it into kilometer 1 kilometer per hour. So 1 kilometer per hour, 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meter, and 1 hour is equivalent to 3,600 seconds. So we just divide it 1,000 meter over 3,600 seconds. So we just divide it. So 1,000, we need to divide it so that we get the meter per second of 70 kilometer per hour. So 1,000 times 3,600 is equal to 0.2777778. So by getting 2 meter per second, since this only 1 kilometer, and since this is 1 kilometer, we need to times this 0.27778 meter per second to 70 kilometer per hour. So 70 times 0.27778 is equal to times 70 is equal to 19.44 meter per second. And now we already found the meter per second of 70 km per hour. which is the 19.44 meter per second. So we just rewrite it, the 2001, and we replace the 70 kilometer per hour with 19.44 meter per second. Meter per second. This is squared, by the way. Okay, over 50 meters. So we just calculate it so that we can get the centripetal force. So 1,200 times 19.44, 1,200 times 19.44 squared over 50 meter equal to 9,000 9,000 8,069.93. And so now we get the two centripetal force, which is the first centripetal force is equal to 3,372 and the second centripetal force is 9,069.93. So the friction force needed to complete the requires required to complete the required FC. So we need to subtract the second centripetal force and the first centripetal force. So this is the first centripetal force equal to 3,372, the 3,372, and the second centripetal force is this one, 9,069.93, and so we need to subtract it so that we can get the required centripetal force. So F is equal to subtract 9,069.93 and minus 3,372 n. So the answer is 9,069.93 minus 3,372 is equal to 5,697.93 and 5,697.93 and so alright, we already found the required centripetal force of the problem, which is the 5,697.93 N or Newton. So now we are already done with this problem because we already get the required centripetal force of the friction force of the bank road. So and that's all for today's lessons on bank curves and rotational motion. If you enjoy learning with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun and easy physics lessons. Bye-bye. See you on the next video.